ADHD brain fog is a pretty frustrating phenomenon. You are sitting there in front of your computer, you want to get to work, you want to write your essay or whatever it is, and your brain just doesn't know how to get started. And no matter how much effort you're trying to put in, you just can't write a single word onto the page. And someone who's might be right beside you, or someone in your household, or your teacher, your boss, anyone, they're looking at you and they're thinking, why the hell isn't this person getting started on their assignment? And it's a pretty difficult thing to explain to people, but if you do have ADHD, you've very likely felt this brain fog before. Now, I'm not going to get into the science about it. There's plenty of other videos and articles you can read about that, but I'm going to share with you my 4 ways that you can just jolt yourself out of it. Now, these are not 100% guaranteed to work. There's never anything that's going to work like that. These are just the 4 that to me really are effective. And if you do Google this, you're going to find dumb things like drink some coffee, use a timer, get a checklist, use the Pomodoro technique. And those things don't actually do anything for your brain because there's fundamentally a dopamine issue going on in your brain. So, setting a timer has no effect on the dopamine in your brain. So let's talk about 4 that actually do work. So the first one, and this is actually my best one, I call this an emotional jolt. The best way to explain this is imagine someone that you really care about being extremely frustrated with you. And that makes you feel awful, and you kind of get to work even though everything else feels like crap. Now, imagine the opposite of that. Imagine someone you really do respect saying something extremely positive about you. It kind of has that same effect where you feel very good. There's some emotional boost. It almost feels like you're a little bit lighter when something very positive like that happens. Now, I've noticed in myself that if I talk to someone on the phone who I really like talking to, a good friend of mine, an old friend of mine, then I feel the same thing. So what I've noticed that I can do when I have brain fog is I'll call someone on my phone from my contacts list who I haven't talked to in a very long time. And this is always a friend. So yeah, just call someone from your phone that you haven't talked to in a very long time. A friend, your grandma, your uncle, someone you know that you like and you think wants to talk to you, and just call them out of the blue. Don't text them first. Don't set up an appointment. Don't schedule a Zoom call. Just call them on your phone. And that's it. Just do it. And if they pick up, just tell them, hey, I have having a really brain foggy day and I want to talk to an old friend of mine. How's your life going? Tell me what's up. Make sure to tell them you're not selling them a multi-level marketing scheme or something first. But yeah, basically that's it. And as soon as you get off the phone, it might take 15 minutes, might take 5 minutes. You're going to feel kind of really good about yourself. Now, again, that's not always going to work. And you're not going to instantly do all the work you've ever wanted to do because you've had this magical emotional jolt. No, it just might dislodge some of that brain fog, and then maybe you can get started on your task. So that's the first thing I would recommend to do. It really works for me, and it's kind of a silly one, but the worst that can happen is you have a good conversation, and the best that can happen is it really helps you. So try that. So number 2, this one's been talked about forever, and you've probably heard it a million times: exercise. Now, specifically what exercise to do. I'm not talking about going to the gym. If you're feeling brain fog, you need to jolt yourself out of this. So what I would recommend to do, and this is what I've done in the past, is go put your running shoes on, go put your shorts on, and just go outside for a jog. Just go in a straight line for 10 minutes. And if you have to start walking, if you're out of breath, just walk. It's totally fine. You don't even have to jog, actually. Just make sure you're at least fast walking, I guess. Make yourself sweaty. Go through that process, come home, and take a shower. After that shower, you still have brain fog, well, at least you went on a walk or a run, right? Basically, if you're sitting there with brain fog, you're already useless. So go try something else. And exercise to me seems like a pretty good one to get the dopamine flowing. Now, number 3, go do something else. If you're having brain fog and you can't get started on your work, and maybe you've tried exercise or it's raining outside and there's no one to call, just go do something else. If you can't do your essay, go do the laundry, go cook dinner. Go sort your Legos out. I don't know, do something else. Even if you feel like it's useless in the meantime, at least you'll do something. And it's much better than sitting there just bashing your head into the table. That's it. Just go do something else. Number 4, go somewhere else. This one's also being repeated a million times, but I think it is good. It's pretty effective for me. So if you're in your bedroom trying to do some work and you can't, go somewhere else. Go on your patio if you have one. Go into the library if COVID restrictions are, lifted. just go somewhere else. Just try it. If it doesn't work, well, I mean, it wasn't working in the first place in your bedroom, so go have brain fog somewhere nice. I don't know. Just try something else. And this kind of goes together with going for a jog. I think that just changing your environment can often jolt you out of it. Now, if those 4 don't work, that sucks. I mean, brain fog sometimes just takes over your whole day, and that's it. I mean, there's not much you can do about it sometimes. But if those 4 don't work, then what I would suggest is just have fun, go relax. You can't get to work, don't stress yourself. Oftentimes when I stop working the next day, I feel much better and I can just get to work. So try that. Hope it helps, and see you later.